All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Good morning. Thank you to our media partners for joining us this morning as the City of Shreveport counts down to the Port City Fest. I'm going to pause for a second as we get that feedback situated. All right, we're going to try this again. Good morning. Thank you to our media partners for joining us this morning as the City of Shreveport counts down to the Port City Fest. We are gearing up for one of the most celebrated college football games in the nation, and we're proud to say it will be right here in Shreveport. First up to share more on the City of Shreveport's plans for the big game, Mayor Adrian Perkins.
I want to wish everybody a good morning as well, and thank you all for being here. I'd like to acknowledge any public officials that we have, any elected officials that we have in the audience. Excuse me, let me take this off, sorry. I know we have President of the Caddo Commission, Lyndon Johnson, here with us, who will be giving remarks shortly. And I also want to acknowledge the Louisiana Office of Tourism as well for being here. And thank you for the support while we've been taking up this endeavor. The City of Shreveport is excited to be hosting the Grambling State University Tigers and Southern University Jaguars on April 17th for a legendary matchup at Independence Stadium that is the 47th annual Bayou Classic. This is the first time in decades that both schools have faced off in the Port City, and we are exactly 37 days away from this highly anticipated tradition. To gear up for football fans and their families, the City of Shreveport will be hosting activities that weekend called Port City Fest. It will be the ultimate fan experience. For 3 days, there will be food, fun, and educational activities to showcase the rich culture of Shreveport and the heritage of historically black colleges and universities. Today, we are launching the Port City Fest website. This is where you can go to learn about everything that's in store for the big weekend. It's not only a win for fans, but an even bigger win for our local economy and our tourism industry, hit hard by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. I can assure you we are working with all of our Port City Fest partners to follow CDC guidelines for COVID-19 and to ensure the safety of all attendees. We are mandating that masks must be worn at all events for the Port City Fest, along with COVID crowd managers to maintain social distancing guidelines. I want to thank the Shreveport-Bossier Convention and Tourism Bureau and the Shreveport-Bossier Sports Commission. We have Mr. Kelly Wells here with us as well for all their support along the way. And we're also happy to be working with governmental agencies on both sides of the river. Thank you to the Parish of Caddo for their willingness to partner with us on this effort, along with Bossier City and the Bossier Parish Police Jury. Thank you to the organizing committee for their diligent work, planning safe and COVID-19 friendly activities to welcome guests to our very beautiful city. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. And all of this would not have been possible without sponsors like Caddo Parish. Let's welcome Commission President Lyndon B. Johnson.
Shreveport-Bossier, are you ready for HBCU experience? Yes. Shreveport-Bossier, are you ready? Yes. So on April 17th, the Port City Fest will kick off for that weekend. The 16th, 17th, we will be in wide open mode, making things happen. This is one of the first times in which all governing bodies have gotten together to sponsor an event over the weekend. The City of Shreveport, Caddo Parish Commission, Bossier City, Bossier Police Jury. We also have the Sports Commission of Shreveport-Bossier and also the Shreveport-Bossier Tourism. That's all together working hard to make this weekend very possible, so that Shreveport and Bossier can have an economic impact that will help small businesses, retailers, restaurants, everybody. Everybody should have a weekend of good fun. And we even got the state to come up to help us out too as well. Not to lead them out, but the state will be here to help us make this weekend very possible. You know, we always say that it's hard to get dollars above I-10 from the state, but we've got that money this time around for this event, and let's make this weekend very possible and make it very safe, because we will be following wearing the mask, distancing, because we want to make sure everybody comes healthy and leaves healthy. Thank you.
And I know this weekend is a huge rivalry. I couldn't help but see Councilwoman Tabitha Taylor with her SU colors on. So we're excited to see both teams celebrate this rivalry in a safe, positive way. So the Sports Commission and Tourist Bureau have played an integral role in next month's legendary football matchup. To share how this game will end with a touchdown for the entire community, we'll hear from Kelly Wells, Executive Director of the Sports Commission.
Like our mission states, Shreveport-Bossier Sports Commission, we team up with the community, which is not only Shreveport-Bossier, Caddo Parish, but also the Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungusser and the Louisiana Office of Tourism. Let's give a hand for Mr. Will Bloom being here representing the Lieutenant Governor today. Mayor Perkins, of course, Commissioner Johnson is on the Sports Commission board. It's with all excitement that I want to, speaking on behalf of the Tourist Bureau and the Sports Commission, our local tourism community, the restaurants, the hotels, the attractions, the retail, even the medical community, and all the players that it takes to host an event of this magnitude. We're super excited about the big game, and really just coming up with this unique opportunity, Mayor Perkins and your team, to come up with a weekend that really complements the big game. We also want to thank NOCCI and Grambling State University, and of course Southern, for coming up, not only the athletes who have been training all spring, kind of an interruption from that end. I know that both teams are doing really well. Starting off the year, we're super excited about seeing their seasons culminate here in Shreveport at Independence Stadium on the 17th. We're also excited that, and one of the first things Mayor Perkins mentioned was we need to team up with the community for very reasons, so we appreciate you seeing that. Having the Lieutenant Governor, Office of Tourism invest, but also the Caddo Parish Commission, City of Bossier, and Bossier Parish Police Jury, among other private entities. That's the most exciting thing is, public dollars should be used to, a lot of times, initially kick off those investments, but we're really looking forward to, with the help of all the events going on, all the private partners it's going to take to make this weekend happen. The game alone, this big game, will have an impact between $2.3 and $4 million. That's a direct impact. With all these ancillary events, that will only add to this multi-million-dollar impact, which is not only one of the largest annual sporting events in the state of Louisiana, but also across our entire country. So super excited about this. And thank you, Mayor Perkins, and your leadership, and everybody for teaming up to make this incredible weekend happen.
With all of the football fans and sports enthusiasts excited and expected to visit the city, we're partnering with Shreveport Green for a citywide cleanup. We're inviting the public to join us on April 10th. You can register online, go to the city's website or Shreveport Green, and once again, that will be on April 10th. Now, you can't visit the top of the boot without enjoying our area's iconic cuisine and music. Festival Plaza will take center stage in April for the Port City Fest. Fred Moss, Executive Director of Roe Megan Friends, shares a sneak peek of what you can expect.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to echo the words of Commissioner Lyndon Johnson. Are y'all ready for some fun? Are y'all ready for some excitement? Well, I would like to thank the Mayor Adrian Perkins and the City of Shreveport for affording us this opportunity to bring that entertainment to Festival Plaza on April 16th and the 17th. And first of all, y'all, I just want everybody to know that we're gonna provide a safe environment. There will be one COVID crowd manager for every 50 guests at each event. Crowd managers will have masks on hands as well as enforce social distancing. And those eating and drinking must remain in their designated areas. There will be hand sanitizing dispensers everywhere. Centos would have representatives sanitizing common hard surface areas like seating tables and restrooms throughout the course of the day. And we also check temperatures as you come into Festival Plaza, and masks will be required. All eyes will be on us that weekend because we're one of the first events that's gonna pop off and outside during this COVID pandemic. So, the entertainment lineup. We have Alter Ego, as you can see Mr. Spencer back here. national recording artist Calvin Richardson will be performing. The Hot 8 Brass Band out of New Orleans. The Southern Comfort Brass Band out of Jackson State, out of Jackson, Mississippi. And other Shreveport locals as Crystal Thomas, and we have some local artists and some national artists that we will announce later on during the week for that Saturday night entertainment. But I'm telling y'all, Royal Omega and Friends is ready for the task. Come out to Festival Plaza for food, fun, and excitement. You're gonna wanna be there. For more information, go to the website, or you can go to our website, royalomega.com. Thank you.
Now this weekend will also be an opportunity for us to celebrate HBCUs and empower our community. To share more on the Shreveport-Bossier African American Chamber's role, we have Billy Anderson, Executive Director.
Thank you and good afternoon. First and foremost, the Shreveport Black Chamber is celebrating 80 years. That's a pretty big milestone for our country and for our city. We're hosting a 3-day small business expo that'll be from April 15th through the 17th. During this expo, we'll have 4 panels. Those panels being Bridging the Gap between North and South Louisiana, also a women's empowerment panel, a small business panel, and a panel discussing the importance of HBCUs and moving forward. Also, on that Thursday, we'll have a college fair featuring Grambling State and Southern University. During the entire weekend, we plan to practice social distancing and having activities for the family and also for kids to do during that weekend. And also live performances by local artists. You want to go into the golf tournament? Okay, cool. So the mayor's having an invitational golf tournament where proceeds from that tournament go towards 4 scholarships for students from Grambling State University and Southern University. And that tournament will be Friday morning starting at 6 a.m. Thank you guys.
So we have a lot to look forward to next month. I wanted to take the time out to thank all of our sponsors, the Louisiana Office of Tourism, the Shreveport-Bossier Sports Commission, the Shreveport-Bossier Convention and Tourist Bureau, the Caddo Parish Commission, the Bossier Parish Police Jury, the State Fair of Louisiana, AT&T, Bossier City, and Royal Omega and Friends. Now we will have Mayor Perkins joining us for closing remarks.
Thank you, Markel. I gotta tell you, today is a bit bittersweet for me and for all of us. 1 year ago marks the anniversary of our first COVID case in the city of Shreveport. 1 year ago. And if you look around and you see the mask and you see our social distancing, you see how much our life has changed in 1 year. Our community has been through so much, but through God, we have an opportunity to revitalize the city of Shreveport, the state of Louisiana, to be even stronger. And today marks that one of those significant steps forward. We get to celebrate and have an historic game right here in our community. And as I look out at the crowd, I gotta recognize again my councilwoman, Ms. Tabitha Taylor, who's representing her Southern University Jaguars in that Letterman jacket, standing alongside Craig right there with his Grambling State mask on, and it lets you know that we can all get along. We're all family at the end of the day. And also my city attorney as well. I'd be remiss not to acknowledge my staff because we have been working around the clock to deliver a world-class experience for our first-time visitors that'll be in Shreveport and also for the returning visitors that'll be in Shreveport. This will be an amazing event for our city, and we are gonna be showcasing the best that we have to offer. So I wanna thank everybody for being here today. I wanna thank everybody that cannot wait to get to the game. And for those that are interested in getting more information and want to participate in the Port City Classic, make sure you visit portcityclassic.com to get more information. Thank you all so much for the support, and God bless.
We will now take questions from the media if you have any questions at this time. Any questions from the media? Okay, well, let's end things. John Settle. Absolutely, we can make that happen. So thank you all for attending, and we would like to end with music from Eddie Spencer to highlight what people can expect during the Port City Fest. And remember, go to portcityfest.com for information if you would like to get involved and take part. Once again, that's portcityfest.com. Thank you so much.